Wow, Teofimo says that his upcoming mandatory, George Kambosos, will only last 1 round. That is not a typo. That is not I did not misspeak. He said 1 round. We're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel. Listen, I don't know how you found my video, but somehow, some way you made it. Please help others arrive at the content by throwing a like on the video. It goes a long way. Now, Teofimo is fight week. He's fighting George Kambosos. This was a fight that it looked like at one point it may not even be happening, and Teo would possibly have to vacate a belt. Luckily, Eddie Hearn was able to save this when Triller defaulted. I'm not going into everything that happened with Triller because it would take all day to recap it. That is why you guys got to follow my channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. But he was asking about his first round prediction. He said he would beat George Kambosos in 1 round, and Teo reiterated that. He says, 1 round, he's too small. People didn't tell that kid he's a 130 pounder. He is not a 135 pounder. I could see it in his body. He's better off at 130 rather than 135 pounds. He ain't ready for this. I'm going to show this boy. If it ain't nobody that learned, it's going to be him. F him. I don't like him at all. I'm thankful of being on a platform like this. Whoever they put in front of me, I beat them. My contract with ESPN is for 2 years, and I get 3 fights a year. I'm looking forward to getting this guy out on Saturday night so I can focus on what's in store early next year. Right? We ain't effing around. We're not fooling around. It's that tension. This isn't a show. We're really doing this. End quote. This is from Teofimo. Now, I just feel Teofimo, a lot has been lost since the Lomachenko win. You would think beating Lomachenko would be the sky's the limit because old media, particularly, they looked at Lomachenko as like white Jesus and he could do no wrong. So a win over him would be like monumental. But Teofimo's whole career has almost taken a back seat since that point with failed negotiations and, you know, just everything that happened with Triller. And I need to see the fight. I think personally, Teofimo is kind of painting himself into a corner because based on his antics and how the Triller situation played out, as I mentioned earlier in this video, it's just been nonstop talking, you know, saying, hey, this happened to Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney, blah, blah, blah. And then the little altercation they had in Fresno, or George Kambosos, he get knocked out in 1 round. He's too little. He's not a true 135 pounder, yada, yada, yada. So it's just like, you know, I think he's putting a lot of pressure on himself because he's been out of the ring. By the time he fights this weekend, it will be over a year, like a year and a month or whatnot. And if he has a tough fight, because you have to keep in mind, first of all, I don't know, like, this is just my opinion. It sounds like Teofimo just says things at times. Like, the stuff he's saying, I can't relate to it. I don't see it making sense at times. And it's just like he's trying to put on a character or whatnot. Because he's saying that George Kambosos is way too small and he's going to knock him out in 1 round. You know, that's not that big of a deal. You're a fighter. You're a power puncher. You know, so you're going to talk your little talk. You talk your trash or whatever. I have no beef with that. But given the fact that George Kambosos, when the fight was going to be on Triller, they were doing the face-off and he looked bigger than Teofimo. And I understand he had some bigger shoes and platform shoes, you know, that maybe boosted him up a little bit. But just in general, he looked bigger than Teofimo almost, you know what I mean, and taller. So for Teo to say, I'm going to knock him out in 1 round because he's much too small, then why did he look bigger on stage? Very weird. If anything, Teofimo being out the ring, you know, we'll see if he has any struggles to make weight because he's a big dude. Keep in mind, Teofimo said he was going to move up to 140 pounds. That's why at the time, there was this imminent rush for him to fight and get the Lomachenko fight because he says he was leaving the division because his body couldn't take it anymore. And now he's just, I don't even know if that's a thing of the past. He's kind of talked about fighting Josh Taylor, moving up, but he's making it sound like he has time. So don't be surprised if Teofimo Lopez has any issues making weight or has to, weigh in naked or take the 2 hours and come back in, or if he looks weight drained, because he's been out of the ring for, as I mentioned, over a year. In addition, he's a pretty big dude crunching down into this little weight, and he says a long time ago he needed to hurry up and get the Lomachenko fight because he was heading out the division. And through failed fights on Triller and stuff like that, I guess the MO or the game plan has changed for some reason. But nonetheless, Kambosos doesn't look extremely small. If anything, Lomachenko maybe is a little bit small. And that's why, I don't know, it's weird that TEO won't give Lomachenko a rematch. This is the funny thing in boxing. Sometimes we get like Joseph Parker, Derek Chisora rematches that no one's asking for. But I personally wouldn't even mind a Lomachenko-Teofimo rematch. But Teofimo's adamant about never rematching him again unless Top Rank or Bob Arum can convince him. So all in all, I think he's putting a lot of pressure on himself. It's just a lot of talk. He's saying he's going to knock him out in 1 round. So if he doesn't do that, then what? If he's in a tough fight, then what? All this charades, and his dad was at the weigh-in or whatever the situation was, and he walked up to Kambosos' dad and tried to pick a fight. It just looked real WWE. And they said they're gonna have J-Lo come in. I haven't heard J-Lo say nothing about this fight. We'll see how it all plays out. Let me know what you guys think. Drop your thoughts. Do you agree with Teofimo? What do you think about Teofimo fighting and then Devin Haney and Tank fighting all within a grip of a few weeks? Let me know all that in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video. And I'm out. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.